All right, so we will start off with a recap from what happened last time. So, on our last episode, we traveled to the Hermit's Wood. There, the group discovered the lost spirits of thousands of elves who succumbed to the Shadow Curse, a curse which plagues those from the Plane of Shadow. Nimue is one of those elves. A banished Shadowcry elf helped guide Nimue to temporary salvation from her curse. We also found Thomas, a local farm boy who worships Kalimvor as a priest in training. Thomas took the group to his farmstead where they met his family, and Thomas has agreed to travel with Sinead to learn more about priestliness. Unfortunately, however, there is more pressing matters to attend to. Thalglor, Purple Dragon, is regaining his strength in his underwater lair in the Dragonmere Lake. He must be vanquished before he returns to his full power. That's where we will start tonight. We will start off with just now in the morning. You all had just woken up, and Zara just rushes in saying, "It's time to get up. We have to do stuff. Get your gear in the cart and go."
That's when we had our awkward about who sits in the front situation.
Exactly.
And I think that Sinead had asked Nimue to sit in the front with her and made Thomas sit in the back with Krigga.
Right. I forgot about all that.
Yeah.
All right. So, Zara, who's leading the cart still? Sinead?
Yeah,
Sinead and Nimue.
Sinead is the cart master. Nimue is just her partner in crime.
Yeah.
All right. So Zara will turn to Sinead and say, "Take us to the outskirts of the capital. There, amongst the marshes, we will find the Witch of the Dragonmere."
Sinead will do that. She pulls out her trusty map. I feel like Nimue is the GPS person, so she's got the map in her hand. And Sinead is like looks over the map and is just like, okay, and we'll start scooching down the road.
All right, so you guys, you continue along the road, and Zara will kind of bring up a conversation. "Have any of you ever heard of the Witch of the Dragonmere?"
Didn't somebody else tell us briefly about her? Or am I wrong in thinking that?
It has not been mentioned before.
Okay, then no.
Can I roll for it?
Yeah, you can roll history.
I got a proficiency in history. I've done a lot of reading in my life. I know nothing about anything. I rolled a 1.
Let me see. I'm not proficient in that, so I'm not gonna even try. I think Nimue would pipe up and say, "Witch? Is she a good witch? Or bad witch?"
It would depend on how you act around her. If you are not careful, should you upset her, she will not hesitate to turn you into a frog. Though, if you keep on her good side, she is quite helpful.
How would you go about upsetting a witch? Just for those of us that are not as socially apt as per se our companions.
Stealing or general roughness, staring at her in an odd ways.
Oh, perhaps I should not get too close to her then.
Not a necromancer by chance, is she?
No, she is more of a guide. She guides those who wish to traveled to Thalglor's lair. Only she knows how to traverse the marshes.
All right. As long as she's not a necromancer, I won't smite her.
Hopefully she won't turn into a frog.
I don't know if I'd really mind being a frog.
If she turns you into a frog, I won't hesitate to kill her, Sinead.
But could you put me in a little jar, at least?
I
and
will.
Protect me.
I'll
Yes,
put
and
air
then...
holes in it for you.
Wait.
I would have an outfit made for you as well.
Oh, well, that's good. Would you at least turn me back into normal Sinead instead of a frog?
If I could.
Could hang out with little Krigga. Maybe ride on his back.
Frogs and turtles get along. I feel as though there's some turtles in the world that may eat a frog.
Yeah.
You think little Krigga would be able to tell that she's Sinead and not just some frog?
You don't know little Krigga.
Does little Krigga have some sort of sentience or consciousness?
Well, maybe if you spent more time with your brother, you'd know.
I have been reduced to the sibling of a turtle.
I feel as though that's you putting human emotions onto an animal. Krigga, often people make this mistake with dogs, so I'm heard. You should be careful with that. Someone might think you're crazy.
And?
I've heard of a gnome that might actually think that there's no sentience in animals and consciousness and whatnot. I think I might disagree with him. But anyway, I won't speak of this gnome. Chomsky.
Oh my god, I fucking can't. Bones has managed to put a Noam Chomsky mini rant into the D&D game. I think you won the internet there, babes.
Yeah, I kind of low-key broke everybody. Good, well played.
It's really hate Noam Chomsky.
I don't even have a redeem on my channel for that. I think you just know how much I adore your Noam Chomsky. Chomsky?
Name Chomsky rants.
Your Noam Chomsky rants.
Oh yeah,
really
don't
like
you
your
know?
Noam Chomsky rant.
Oh, whoop.
Whoop.
It's very Midwestern.
Don't forget my soda pop.
Oh no, my pop. Anyway, sorry everybody. I saw an opportunity and I took it.
Proceed.
Carry on, Duro.
All right, so if there's nothing else to be discussed, we can have you arrive at the Dragonmere. So you arrive there at the Dragonmere in the dead of night. Pull up your cart alongside the road and disembark.
I think Sinead would probably be a little sussy of the situation. And do I get a sense of anything that is nefarious about?
Well, from this the distance, you don't really see much of anything moving around there, or any nefarious things, I guess.
Okay. All right.
You said we're basically in we're outside the city in like a swamp area.
Yeah, you're outside the city next to the lake. So the city's on the lake,
Okay.
but you're on the outskirts of it.
Cool.
All right, so you all disembark and start heading into the marsh. The underfoot squelches marsh mud, the consistency of half-dried porridge, gnarled mangroves, weeping willows, and tall marsh grasses press in oppressively along the dank trail, adorned with tendrils of moss hanging like dead shrouds. Phosphorescent, I can never say this word, anyways, fungi and strange marsh fire glimmer hauntingly across pools of murky water. Zara will say to you all, keep to the trail. It will lead us to the witch's hut. From there, only the witch knows the way. After a short walk along the trail, you approach the witch's hut. The crooked structure is a twisted mixture of moist planks, gnarled branches still alive with leaves, and woven marsh reeds. All are inseparable from one another, fused organically by the swamp's strange horticultural magic. Ivy and moss crawl up the buckled exterior of the hut, further blurring the border between the building and surrounding swamp. Yellow light oozes from candles clouded windows, hazy behind the many trailing plants obscuring the warped glass panes. Billows of purplish chimney smoke swirl around the algae slicked roof shingles like gathering marsh spirits. So that's what you see as you approach this hut.
Nimue is going to kind of glance over to Sinead. It's a bit of an ominous place. Quite quaint, really, if you are into such decorum.
Perhaps I perhaps worried that people wouldn't necessarily think that the temple at Skull Crag would be quaint or sort of enjoyable, according to some folks. The title Skull Crag isn't quite welcoming, and this sort of puts the whole Temple of Kalimvor to shame. This is a bit I'm scared, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a bit frightening. I would have to agree with you, Sinead.
I think that Krigga should go forward first, since he's the bravest of us all.
I feel like Zara should, because she made us come here.
I think, actually, you know what? What did I say? Krigga, that's so weird that I said that. I actually meant to say Zara should go first, because she's the bravest of us all.
Zara, are you quite brave?
You hear Door jump in. I'm the bravest. I should go first.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. I think that Door should go first.
I feel like Door's going to get turned into a frog. She, whispers that to Sinead.
That it is a surefire way to get him to stop being in love with me.
Yeah, do frogs love?
I don't know. I feel like we should find that gnome.
Interesting.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like he does much anyways, let's be honest.
But he doesn't hit. He doesn't
No.
cause a lot of damage, although he is sort of like a bull in the china shop, so if you need to sort of just fuck some shit up, then
Just throw him in.
just throw him in. He's quite good at that. He's good at telling stories to the demons and whatnot, I suppose.
Yeah. What an interesting talent.
Can I be 100% honest with you, Nimue?
Of course, always. You're my best friend.
I want to study him.
I thought you were going to say stab, but study is probably better.
Studying might be a part of the studying,
Oh,
thresholds for pain and whatnot.
that's brilliant.
There's a whole ethical debacle to be had there.
I believe you're correct.
But Door, before
My queen.
one simple rule before you actually go up there to to knock on the door. One, be polite.
I'm the most polite person you've ever met.
Okay. I can't really refute that. Other than that time that he woke up and was confused and was destroying everything when we first got him, he is sort of polite.
He's a bit polite.
Okay, go for it.
We're
then.
just
You know
saying, Dor, choose your verbiage wisely. Because the witch might turn you into a frog. I don't know if you heard Zara say that.
We want to be friendly with this witch.
Yes. Yes.
Friendly. Treat her like you would
Yes, my
treat
queen.
treat her like you would treat me.
He stands up tall and he starts to, widen his shoulders. He starts to strut
Oh,
over to the door.
look at him go, Sinead. He truly takes everything you say quite seriously.
Sinead is writing this down. Begins the studying of Dor. Fascinating. Truly fascinating.
All right, do you guys want to follow Door?
I'm waiting for what happens first. I'm not moving an inch closer.
Okay.
Krigga's going with him.
All right. Krigga, as you step on the algae slick steps to the door, the porch exudes a spongy, mulchy feel beneath your feet, flexing slightly as if the wood is still alive. Small dream catchers clank together in the still air. The front porch positively bursts with potted medicinal plants and psychoactive flora.
Krigga's going to remove his foot from that step and let Dor go forward on his own.
Did you just say psychoactive flora?
That's what's up there.
Do I know that it's psychoactive flora?
You could go look to see.
Wait, I'm sorry, where was it again?
It's on the porch. She has her little pots of, not pots, but they're growing on, I guess, on the wood there.
Interesting. Okay. Now
So you could roll
Nimue is
nature if
definitely.
you want.
Do they look like different from everything else? Does it look interesting?
Yes, they are very brightly colored, and you can tell that they are very distinct.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I'm just putting that back here.
Okay. So you see, so Curry, you don't go forward with Dor, you just stand back, right?
Correct.
Okay. Dor, he marches up those soggy steps, and he kicks the door open. The oak door just bursts open, and he struts right in.
He didn't knock. He just burst the door open on this woman.
Yep.
Nimue
knowing you,
looks
Dor.
to Sinead and under her breath says, "Wipe my ass."
I want to see where this goes because I told him to treat her like he would treat me, and now I'm a bit concerned.
Well, I guess now you know that if you ever invite him over, he's inviting himself in.
Let's just see how this plays out. Honestly, what's the worst that could happen? He turns into a frog. We put him in a jar with holes in it, and we figure out a way to turn him back.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
As soon as Dor kicks the door open, Krigga's going to start slowly walking backwards. 'Cause he didn't expect that either. He's going to put a little distance between himself and the soggy.
Solid
house.
move.
All right. So you don't hear exactly what's happening. You do hear some like muffled talking, and then like a poof sort of sound coming from inside.
Oh no.
So that might be our cue, Sinead.
I think he might be a frog now.
I imagine he's probably quite an ugly frog.
He's a door-looking frog, for certain. Sinead's gonna very slowly walk towards the door and give a hoo.
Yeah, Nimue is like directly behind her, like kind of peeking over from the side of her.
I think she's gonna look at Krigga. Did it happen? Did you see anything?
I didn't see anything, but it sounded uncomfortable.
Do we hear any sounds of frogs?
Yeah, you hear some croaks coming from inside.
Oh,
Can we
dear.
see anything inside standing at the threshold?
Oh, you're at the threshold? Okay.
Yeah, she's making her way to the threshold.
All right. So inside the witch's tiny cluttered hovel, you see that the interior teems with as many oddities and arcane ingredients as the bizarre exterior. The hut seems to be far larger on the inside than its twisted outer frame would suggest. Ancient chests brim from crystals, seashells, and metallic curios glinting when they catch the firelight. A cauldron bubbles with some viscous concoction and the hearth filling the room with earthy, pungent vapors. And in the midst of it is the withered crone humming to herself as she dangles the little door frog above the fetid brew.
Hello.
Nimue's just
So you see the crone is rake thin, skin nearly translucent, so gaunt that at first she seems skeletal. Her orb-like cloudy eyes stare aqueous and unblinking from a shrunken face, crisscrossed with innumerable creases and wrinkles. A long, crooked nose with an emerging wart practically touches her pointed chin. So you see her there standing with the little frog door.
I believe you have our friend. Ma'am? We're studying him.
It's for science.
Yes, if you could not put him in there.
We need him back. Whatever he said, we're very sorry about. Very sorry.
So, my sweetings arrive at last. The marsh magic spies you're coming. Oh, yes. I wonders what brings the bright torch folk to Maribel's soggy abode on such a gloomful night.
Sort of on a quest. And we were told that you could help us. And we are willing to pay you for helping us and also for the frog. And also if you could turn him back into normal door again.
I don't know, I think he's kind of cute as a frog.
I feel bad.
Oh.
Scientific ethics, sort of thing. And I've got more studying to do, honestly.
That's fair.
Perhaps we should specify that we want him turned back into normal, not a normal door.
Yeah, right. His name is Door. Before you do anything, his name is Door. If you could turn him back to the way he was when he came in, that would be quite good. And then maybe you could help us, perhaps, and we would pay you. Perhaps.
His name is Door, you say?
Huh?
What kind of name is Door?
That is a question I have been asking, and I think us as a group have been asking for quite some time now.
Goblins are very strange creatures. We've learned,
Yes.
spending time with Dor. Did you know his wife's name is not Bella? They're very strange.
Strange. Very low IQ, I believe, though. Very low.
Very.
The goblins who walk these marshes aren't the brightest either. Fine, take your door back. She tosses him. As she does, she zaps him with her finger, and he turns back into door, a normal door. The goblin kind.
The goblin-shaped kind.
Goblin of the goblin variety. I'm Door.
Yes, my queen.
What did you say to the nice lady?
I told her she needed to help us or else.
Very polite, Sinead.
Door, I told you to treat her like you would treat me.
Oh, I forgot. It was a long walk.
Case in point. Anyway, we're sort of looking for some additional help, though. I'm sorry. Should I be looking you in the eye? I feel like I shouldn't. Should I avert my gaze?
You can look wherever you wish.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Not sure.
Look at the stars for all I care.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway, are you? Zara, where's Zara?
Zara walks in. That exact moment.
As Zara's like walking in and I'm standing behind Sinead and I feel maybe I have some blockage here, I'm going to like reach down and pluck a few of the mushrooms out of the pot and stick them into my bag. And then just kind of like pop back up like nothing ever happened.
Didn't do anything wrong.
Didn't do anything. Nope. Mm-mm.
Zara comes up and she says, "We're looking for Thalgor's lair. We know where you're hiding it." The witch says, "Old Marbell knows the way, yes. Oh, yes. I can weave the mist open the path unseen for a price, dearies." She extends her grasping claw hand expectantly.
How much of a what is the price there so we can?
Well, you look around and you see there's a vast collection of like curios and like shells and that sort of thing.
I have the most wonderful drawings made by our friend Sinead that perhaps we could interest you in. Sinead, do you think she would like your drawing?
Yes. However, Krigga, please turn around and look at anything else at the moment. Anything else. It's a secret. It's a secret!
Krigga will give you one extra long look, have a little grin on his face, and slowly turn around.
You too, Mars.
Turn around, Mars.
Turns around slowly.
And they kind of like looks around, making sure the coast is clear. Door, you turn around too.
He turns around.
Nimue starts digging through her bag like furiously.
Wait, let me pick. Let me pick which one.
Oh, yes. And she opens up the bag of bag of wonder, yes? What's it called?
Holding.
Yeah.
Bag of holding. Jeez, it's a wondrous item.
And Sinead's very meticulously going through the papers. And she's no, not this one. No,
Do
definitely
you think
keep
she
this
would
one.
like read any of the stories too? Do you think?
Perhaps I
It
think
looks
so.
very lonely. Like this might be right up.
Right. Okay. There's a few that I want to keep though for
Yeah, of course, for us.
for
later.
Well, for later.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then she's going to pull out 2 drawings. Early work. And 2 stories. And she's going to hand them over to her and say, "These are artistic renditions of Kalimvor and artistic retellings of Kalimvor's tales. Are one of a kind and riveting."
Very spicy and perfect for the lonely lady. You know what I mean?
Right. And the drawing is like, the drawings are, I'm not going to describe it on stream. I don't have to tell any of you. I don't have to explain myself to anyone.
Spicy. They're spicy.
It's very spicy.
Very
and
spicy.
Somebody might be a self-insert in them. Who's to say? Somebody might be Sinead. Okay, she might have some lustful thoughts of Kalimvor.
All right, so the witch takes these and she says, "Oh yes, these will get this old crone going on those lonely nights."
Nimue just looks to Sinead and her eyes are just that of horror. Just thinking about this horrible crone in her fucking swamp hut, like flicking the beans to fucking Sinead's Kalimvor fanfic.
I don't want to play D&D anymore. I don't feel so good, Dad. Can you guys come pick me up?
Sinead, I think what she's trying to say is that you are a very good artist. Perhaps we could make a business venture out of this sometime down the line.
I need a pseudonym. If Krigga ever saw this, I would be mortified
Yes,
and horrified.
listen, we write them and draw them under a pseudonym.
Right.
A very private business.
Very private.
Very private.
Very private.
No one would know but us. We're like currently whispering directly behind Krigga's back. No one will ever know. You know, from this adventure alone, the 2 of us are going to walk out multi-millionaire.
I think you're right.
We've done nothing but come up with business ideas. Very, very good ones.
I think that you could probably, hear me out, come up with a whole series of stories
Yes.
with all of the gods.
The gods.
I'm just saying, I have a really good imagination and an affinity for writing really horny stuff.
I love this. We are going to be so rich after this, we could buy you a whole harem of boyfriends.
Boyfriends.
All the fucking boyfriends. And we could buy them their own boyfriend house on the beach. And you could only have to deal with your harem of boyfriends when you felt like it. Well, let's be honest, you would live there, but that's beside it.
That's the point. I think that we might be geniuses.
I think we are. We were meant to be best friends, Sinead.
What would you like with your multi-million dollars?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've always lived in squalor.
What more mushrooms? I saw that.
You saw nothing, Sinead. She, like, the mushrooms are clearly sitting on top of the bag where you were just digging through all the papers.
Krigga's gonna
Or experiment.
Krigga's gonna turn his head and say over his shoulder, "Do you think you 2 geniuses could seal this deal so we could go save the world now?"
He has a point.
Sinead's gonna, I feel, this is my headcanon. This is what I see. Sinead and Nimue turn their head in unison back to the witch. Right. Shall we?
Yes, now then, come with me.
Okay.
The witch crosses the path through the door, stands outside her hut. Fear not, my pretties. Old Maybelle shall guide you there. Now then, let's all hold hands so we don't get lost.
I'm holding Sinead's hand.
I'm holding Nimway's hand.
And Dora rushes over to try to hold Sinead's hand.
Sorry,
What? Go ahead.
what about Thomas?
Thomas is here, yes.
I'll hold his hand too.
Mars will step over to Nimue and hold out his hand.
Nimue takes it.
Krigga's gonna grab the witch's hand and see whose hand is gonna grab onto him to complete the chain.
So you grab onto the witch's three-fingered hand. It's covered in warts and
Yep. That's the one.
strange discolorations. Dora's gonna grab your hand. Now then, let us all hold. Wait, I already said that. I have yet to lose anybody in the swamp, except for that one time. We won't talk about it. She begins to wave her.
Nimue catches Sinead's eyes.
What the fuck?
She begins to wave her knotted staff. The trails and pools of the marsh seem to ripple and shift as at the witch's command. She hobbles along with surprising speed on her gnarled cane. I have to wonder, what business do you have with Thelgor?
Very, very private matters.
It's very private. Don't.
Yeah. You've
Yes.
been paid.
Yes. Do your job now. Thank you very much.
After a winding journey through the marshes, at long last, upon a moonlit shore, the witch stops where enormous lilies rock gently amidst mirror smooth dark water. The witch stops there, or she stops, and she says, "There." She gestures towards bubbles bursting intermittently at the lake's heart.
Oh. There's where we go.
Zara will say to you all, hidden somewhere down there is Thalgor's soul jar. Let's not waste any time. Grab it and leave. I'll wait for you here.
Nothing terrifying about this at all.
Not
No.
at all.
No, this is typical normal business. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So who's leading the way? She slowly looks at Krigga.
I don't swim well, and I probably will sink.
Right. Door.
Yes, my queen?
Can you swim?
I can with my shoes off.
How deep is the water?
It's out in the lake. It's a huge lake.
Okay. So it's pretty deep.
Yep.
To swim?
You gotta swim over there.
Is it like an island in the lake?
No, it's just bubbles coming from the water.
Oh.
Because after reading the book about dragons that you read in Candlekeep, black dragons like to make lairs under the water because it's easier to protect and it's hidden.
And Sinead has a solution.
Oh,
Sinead will sort of look at everybody and sort of give her a little hand. Um, I certainly can make us all walk across the water, or I can fly across the water.
this does seem rather desirable to swimming.
Right. I would certainly would not want to get soaking wet. So, um here we go. I've never done this before. Hopefully it works. Sinead's gonna go ahead and cast Water Walk on all of us, including Dor.
Okay. I will note that though you have to swim in the water to get inside the lair, but at least you don't have to swim across.
Right, exactly. It's fine. Um, Once it's cast, Sinead's just gonna just do it. She's just gonna test the waters, so to speak.
All right, you step onto the water and find yourself just floating across.
Outstanding. I guess Sinead's gonna lead the charge to towards this bubbling.
Krigga looks about as nervous as you've ever seen him as he's walking across this water.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't worry.
Don't talk.
Mars will walk past Krigga and kind of tap him on the shoulder.
Don't touch me.
He's fine. Don't worry
I'm
about
alright.
it. Just don't stray far from me.
Yeah, Nimue stays very close to Sinead. Do you think we should send Dor down? I mean, perhaps he's a Olympic swimmer and we didn't know.
Can I be honest with you?
Of course, always.
I sort of want to go down and look at it myself.
Very well then.
You know, Draculich and all. It's sort of like my thing to like kill the undead.
That's quite fair.
Do you want to come with me?
Um,
You can say no. It's okay. You don't have to. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
must admit, I'm not a very athletic person, and swimming scares me a bit. But I believe I could muster the courage to join you if that's what you wish.
Only if you so desire. You don't have to. I'm okay going down alone.
You're never alone with Dor.
I've got Dor.
I'll come.
That's very brave of you.
Yeah.
You're so brave.
Oh, thank you.
You're the bravest girl I've met. Are you a girl?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was an odd question.
No, I don't know very many of your kind, so I don't know how the whole thing works. I don't know. I didn't want to make any assumptions, I suppose.
Thank you.
I don't know much about the world outside of Skullcrag. This is sort of like new for me as well here. Anyway,
Do we think that there's a lair, caverny kind of place down there where we can breathe?
I don't know.
Guess we'll have to figure that one out once we get down there in the cold, dark depths of the lake.
How about this? We go down below, and whoever wants to stay up can stay up here, right? And then I can shoot back up and tell you to come on. Come on! Like that. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Mars, are you staying up here at first and waiting?
Who's all staying up here?
Well, I think Krigga.
Nope. I'm going.
Okay.
I think we're all just going down. That's what we
Okay.
should do. It's fine.
I'll probably reach the bottom first since I'm going to sink it.
I think it'll be. I think you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And
I feel great.
Yep. One moment before we go, before anybody goes going anywhere. Don't worry about this. It's going to be fine. I'm going to Weird. Okay. Strangely enough, Water Walk is not a concentration spell. Fun fact.
Oh.
Would have really thought it was. Sinead's gonna go ahead and cast Bless. But can I upcast it so I can bless everybody?
Yeah, that's part of the bless.
I mean I can cast it at higher levels. Can I upcast as a cleric? Is my question really.
Yeah, you can upcast it.
Okay. I am how many people? 1, 2,
5.
5 people. So I would need to upcast it
3rd level.
up to 3rd level. Thank you very much. Math is hard.
Oh, Ruin used to do that all the time.
God for somebody. Whoever this Ruin guy is. He sounds alright, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bless on everybody. So you have an extra D4 to saving throws.
You know, Sinead, I suddenly feel too blessed to be stressed.
Too blessed to be stressed.
Quite odd.
Everybody's kind of glowing a little bit, I would imagine.
It's almost as though this inner warmth has calmed my soul.
Have you been looking at the Kalumbar pictures?
I would rather not answer that.
Because sometimes that gives me an inner warmth.
I feel
But
like that
anyway.
warmth is different than this warmth.
Fair enough. Anyway,
Mars is jumping in the water.
Sinead's going after.
Mars is trying to drown himself at this point.
Krigga wants to know. So he doesn't know how this is going to work with water walking or whatever. He's going to jump up and just assume he's going to go into the water. Is he just going to land on the water like it's ground?
No, because the moment you're submerged,
But he doesn't like.
if you
He's just going to jump up in the air and expect to go through the water.
Oh,
but
no,
since he has water walking, is it going to act like ground?
Wait, hold on. If you target a creature submerged in liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per. So you just shoot back up. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Krigga's just jumping on top of the water, I think, right now. Trying to
No,
get under it.
You're going down and then you're popping back up like a plastic toy in a bathtub is what's happening. That's literally what the spell says. Can I go ahead and just drop the spell, even though it's not a concentration spell?
Yeah. you can do
Okay, so before anybody jumps into the water, Sinead's gonna just say, 1, 2, and she's gonna drop the spell.
Krigga will take the biggest breath he can. Because, he thinks he's pretty much fucked at this point.
that. All right, so you all fall into the water and begin your descent down into the lair. Pushing through the tangle of roots and debris clogging the lake, you emerge into a soaring cavern, glinting with golden riches beyond imagination. Mounds of coins, ceremonial weapons crusted in gems, silver chalices are scattered across the cave floor.
I would like to try to put some of those things in my bag.
This is our capital. To start our businesses. Our enterprises.
So you all jump out of the water onto the dry land. Well, not dry, but it's wet. Anyways, you just start piling like coins into your pockets, so I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's like a cave that we went into and popped up, and there's like
Yeah.
riches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, why not?
Yep. So you went under the water. You went through a cave. It didn't explain it very well. You went through a cave, and you pop out inside this sort of wet ground area filled with coins and all sorts of goodness.
Yes, I'm putting all of mine and Sinead's newfound business capital very quickly into my bag of holding, my wondrous bag of holding. I really hope that she's like scooping coins into there. I really hope I'm not crushing any of those lovely drawings right now, but I feel like this is very important.
The drawings will have to keep coming anyway, so... I mean, what?
Oh.
Phrasing. Phrasing.
Arriving.
Oh, they're arriving. Anyway, don't worry about that.
As you're gathering these coins, an unnatural cold emanates from the pile of gold, accompanied by a bone-chilling sense of dread that speaks to some plane beyond the material world. There, amongst towering stacks of coins, an amorphous shape begins to coalesce. Black and purple mists pour forth from every corner of the cavern until solidifying into a dragon with translucent scales and wispy fins. Standing on the mound of coins, it turns its gaze upon you. It says, I am Dalglor Morgus, the Black Doom, King of the Forest Country. You are too dangerous to be kept alive. I will not have my plans interrupted again.
Sinead would like to say something to him.
Okay.
She's going to take out her censer, and she's going to point it directly at him, and she's going to say, "And my name is Sinead, of the Temple of Kalmvar of Skullcrag, and it is my sole purpose, as Doom Guide of this world, to see that all undead is destroyed." Suck on that.
Nimue is just like frozen mid scoop, like staring up at this thing. Oh no.
Then you remember what Zara said. Find the soul jar.
I think while Sinead is like shit talking this Draco Lich, Nimue, after like kind of pausing and having a moment of just sheer horror and panic, she's been through a lot in the past minute, instantly just kind of like starts scanning the area for what she knows should be down here.
All right. Let's go ahead and have initiative rolled.
Okay.
And then we will act all that out.
I rolled an 18.
Mars.
I got a 5.
It's fine.
Not
Don't
20 for
worry.
Krigga, 21 total.
Don't
Nice.
worry about it, Nimue. You're okay.
Sinead, what'd you roll?
An 18, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mars?
Where'd it go? 15.
15? Okay. Nimue, what'd you roll?
5.
Nice.
Is it?
Well, if
Yeah.
we were doing reverse order, you'd be first.
Thanks.
I think that we should do that. New rule. Reverse order only. Don't worry, your old pal Sinead will protect you.
All right. You guys see this hulking, like, spirit dragon standing right there in front of you. Krigga, it is your turn first.
All right. Bonus action. How close? Close enough to just go attack, I assume.
Yeah. Close
Okay.
enough.
Bonus action. Giant's Might to grow bigger, and then Craig is gonna just walk up and smack it.
Okay.
$21.
So you're gonna smack him. Okay. For 16. Nice. Okay. Now,
Oh, I get 2 attacks, don't
yeah,
I?
2 attacks. You guys can attack him, or you can look around for the jar, whichever you prefer. So you, yeah.
Yeah, Krigga's just trying to keep him occupied. It's his job.
All right. Okay. Sinead, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
1 second. Bonus action spiritual weapon. Sort of
Okay.
Kelm form. I'm going to place it directly on him and I'm going to attack with it. That is a 19 total.
Okay, you're going to hit him.
Absolutely, I am. Damn it. It's a D8, I think it is.
Yeah, D8 plus your
D8 plus my
modifier.
Mm-hmm. I would love to roll a D8 for you. I really would.
Mhm.
That's not a D8. That's a D12. We don't want that either. Fuck.
I feel like your odds are pretty good with a D12.
I think that, Doro, you should let me roll a D12.
Let's consult the rules. The rules say no.
Fuck the rules. That is a 7 plus 8. You do the math.
15.
15. And then bonus action, not bonus action, for my actual action,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Sacred Flame. It's a dex save of a 16 is the DC.
It's gonna roll 25.
Son of a bitch. I didn't like that. So
Nope.
anyway, that's my turn.
Okay, Mars, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
I would assume I was standing pretty close to Nimue,
Yep.
so I'm going to cast invisibility on her and say, "Go look for the jar," and I'm just going to stand my ground.
The last thing you see is Nimue doing this.
That is my. Oh, I'll bonus action hide.
Okay, hide amongst the coins.
Yeah, you want me to stealth it?
All right, so we'll have. Oh, it's Thalglor's turn. He will unleash a like a cloud of purple and black from its mouth. It just spews out forward. Krigga, you're gonna be hit by this. I think you're the only one who's close enough to be hit by it. So,
Okay.
I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Never.
Okay. What?
Oh,
Don't forget you get a D4.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
add my sustained symbiosis to that too. Take a 10-sided dice and add it to that. I don't think I've used that this entire campaign.
well, it's a good time to use it now.
That's what I was thinking. Well, that's all. Well, yeah, that'll do.
Yep. So you're going to save from this. Actually, I was supposed to roll 8d10, not just So you're gonna take 24 damage from this breath.
What kind of breath was it? kind of damage?
Psychic.
Ugh. Thanks.
No problem.
Can I have another? Not kid. Just kidding. Don't want another.
All right, Dora, he's going to charge up there. He sees his adopted stepfather up there. He's going to help out.
Papa?
Where is he?
Get door. Get him door.
Oh, I put him in there. Here we go. He's going to swing wildly with his sword. Swings right in front of the ghosts, the Dalgor, but his sword just passes right through him. It's now Nimwe's turn.
Okay. I am invisible, and I'm gonna, from the spot that I'm at now, I'm gonna kind of glance around, see if I see this jar or anything that looks like a jar.
Okay, make a wisdom or a perception check for me, please.
Good thing I'm proficient in such checks. Oh, that's a 22.
Okay, so you see the jar laying open on the outskirts of the piles of gold.
About how far from me is it?
You could dash over there.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, so you go over there. You pick it up, and you see it's made of a dark metal. It's heavy for its size. So you pick it up. So the jar is it's open right now.
Mm-hmm. I am gonna look down inside of it. What do I see?
You see inside there's it's like a little home inside, like a little apartment, I guess. Just like a bed and some furnishings, some rugs, that sort of thing.
Refresh my memory. Did Zara say anything else about the jar?
She just said to bring it with you.
Okay. And would Nimue know anything about this kind of magic from her studies at Candlekeep while they were there, anything like that?
Let's say yes. In the book did you read the book on necromancy that you were given?
I did. Yeah, me and Sinead read that one together in my room. Okay,
so reading that book, you found out that these soul jars, you have to have them open for the spirits that are trapped in there. They can come out if it's open, but if you close it, then you get put back in.
Do I see the lid? Is it attached, or is it on the ground?
It's next to it.
Okay. Does that count as an action, me closing it, so I have to do it on my next turn, or?
I'm not going to be that strict about it. So
okay.
You can pick it up and close it.
Yeah, she's, here's my other question. Yeah. Final question.
Okay.
Is this kind of like a genie bottle situation where things shrink if put into the jar?
Yes, and yes, that sort of way, yeah.
If I put things into the jar, would that count as an action?
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait for my next turn then.
Put things in there, okay.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. I got things to do.
All right, it's Krigga's turn again.
Krigga will swing twice.
Okay, you're gonna hit again. You got very powerful swings there. You can hit once more. So that's for Your swing didn't. Oh, that second one didn't come out. So that's 18 plus 3 is 21. Your second. I don't see your second attack on that one, or the damage.
Yeah,
for
it was a. Oh, it's Oh, let me do it again because I didn't. I just did the extra roll. Sorry. There you go.
21 plus 17 is 39 or 38.
And then Krigga's gonna second wind with his bonus action.
Okay.
You can just carry on. I'll type it out in a second.
Okay. Sinead, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna mark him for death. With Path to the Grave, one of my
Okay.
good old channel divinities. And then I'm gonna whack him again with Kellen for a sword. That is not as good. That is a 9 plus 8 for
That still hits.
17.
17.
Yeah. Okay. It's a 5 plus 8 for that amount of damage. And then plus, hold on, because I also get Path of the Grave. He gets something else. Where is it? There it is. So he's cursed.
Yep.
So next time you or your ally hits your cursed creature, the attack so it's the 50% thing, isn't it? It's more damage.
Yeah, 50% more damage on that first hit, which was
Okay.
5 plus. So it'll be 3 more damage.
Okay. Great. And then
No, wait, it's 8 nose.
it was 5 plus 8.
Oh, 5 plus 8, so that's 13.
50% more of that.
And that's
What, 6? 7?
it's 5.
5. Sure. Okay.
No, it's 6.
Okay. Okay, there we go. We're mathing. It's great. Math the game. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit him with another Sacred Flame, so it's another dex saving throw.
Okay.
Hopefully he fails it. Please fail it.
And a plus 8 index.
Nope. Sure did not. I'm going to use my movement. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move towards him.
Okay.
Just 15 feet. So half my movement.
All right. So you guys standing sort of next to him.
Hey, buddy.
All right, Mars, it's your turn.
I'm going to. Well, I guess I'll just shoot it. 'Cause why not?
Ooh, damn.
I'm going to do it with one of my advantages. Right in the face. 24.
Nice. 13 damage.
15 damage. I will bonus action hide again.
All right, it's Thalglor's turn. Or I always mispronounce his name. It's Thalgor. I don't know. What I'm saying. Anyways, he's going to. It looks like he's like looking around, like he's nervous about something. And he's going to try to perceive Nimue. See through the invisibility. Make a stealth check for me, Nimue. You get advantage on it.
Oh, I do? Okay. I was going to say I was going to take an advantage on it, but
Okay.
That works. That's a 16.
Okay, you just barely win it out over him. So he's looking around, trying to find you. He can definitely tell that you have this jar, but he can't find you. So that's his turn, looking around. Door. He can't really do anything, so he's gonna stand next to Krigga and help you. Use a help action. All right, Nimue, it's your turn.
All right. Nimue looks down into the jar and she offers it a insidious smile and says, well, this is for when Thalgor gets cold at night, and she's gonna shove her bedroll in there. And for if he gets hungry, and then she's gonna shove some rations in there. And for when he gets lonely most of all. And she's kind of sitting on the ground at this point. She's got her bag of holding next to her open, and she's got the jar on the ground like in front of her. And she is going to put both the haunted music box and the talking book inside of there. And for those of you that don't know what these things are, Nimue and Sinead went to a curiosities shop quite a few episodes ago and found a haunted music box and have a book that talks, and we've put them in my bag of holding so they can keep each other company. And now they're gonna keep Thalgor's spirit company for eternity, and she's going to seal the jar with like an evil little
I have never been more in love with you than in this very moment.
As you close it, Thalgor's forearm begins to puff small patches, like so he formed with the mist, but now he's kind of like popping essentially. More and more of these start to form, and as he fades, he does so in a big pop. And you can see all this, the mist, the black and purple mist begin to coalesce inside of the jar as you close it.
I think I did it.
Says the voice from beyond.
Yeah. Mars, you can drop your invisibility now.
All right. So I have to wait till my turn, or can I just do that now?
You can do it now. Yeah, he's not there anymore, so combat's over.
All right.
Okay.
Before they do anything else, Sinead's gonna go ahead and cast or use healing hands on Krigga. So that's 8.
Thank you, child.
Thanks. You're welcome. That's not Sinead's voice.
She's momentarily possessed by Nimue. We have this weird possession problem that feels has been happening for the majority of the campaign.
I feel like the culmination of this campaign can only end up with you guys just being the same person in the end. Just merging.
When worlds collide.
When to become one.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with jar in hand, what do you do now?
Well, I close my bag of holding them and put it back on my side, and I stand up now that I'm not invisible, and I'm holding the jar above my head. I did it! I believe I did it! And she's running up to Sinead with, like, the most excitement.
Can I take the jar from you? She's gonna take the jar, and she's gonna sort of inspect. Do I see him in there?
No, it's a metal jar. I was thinking about making it like glass on the top, so you can see.
Oh, can I?
You can hear him now.
I can hear
You
him.
can hear him. Yeah.
Anyway, I have quite the idea. Would you like to follow me on this journey of this idea?
Yes, but I have to tell you. what I've done.
Tell
Because I feel as though you'd be very, very proud of my decision makings in the moment, under pressure.
Okay.
Well, I didn't want him to be lonely or sad or cold or hungry inside the jar, so I gave him a few rations and my bedroll. But I gave him the book and the music box.
You
So
just
we could
see
all keep each other company.
Sinead's eyes just light up. I have a bit of an idea myself.
What is that?
Sinead's gonna then violently shake the jar as hard as she possibly can. And is just gonna do that for a little bit, and she's like cursing at the jar in Celestial. She's really putting her all into this. Like probably the most. You remember that time that Sinead went sicko mode? It's like that, but on the shaking of the jar.
This is very exciting, Sinead.
It's like a snow globe.
Yeah, you're giving him a real good go in there.
It's like a snow globe.
Do you think he's crying like when I made little Krigga cry because I shook him too hard?
I hope he's crying there. I hope he's crying a whole lot.
You should listen and see if you can
Dad.
hear anything in there now. Nimue joins on the other side and presses her ear up against it.
You hear everything sort of like slishing around inside, and eventually just stops as the shaking stops.
Do we hear any upsetness from the book, the music box, or Thalgor himself?
It's too too small to hear anything like concrete, but you can hear there's definitely like someone's talking inside of there, so they'll be yelling and what have you.
Are they disgruntled sounding?
Yes, disgruntled.
Okay, great. That is good. Satisfying.
Positively gruntled.
She's still shaking it more.
I feel as though we've done a great deed today.
I agree. Although, I feel like this is not over.
No, shouldn't we take it back to that woman? Lady Asmora, I believe her name was.
Let's do that. Sinead's gonna look at the water and then look at everybody else. Here we go again.
Is Zara with us, or did she not come down?
He's waiting for you on the shore.
Oh, of course she is. Fucking bitch.
Couldn't fucking come down herself.
You all jump in, right?
Yep.
Yes, reluctantly.
All right.
It's fine.
So you all jump in. What you see on the shore, Dor is standing there. He says, "Leave me here. I want to live with the treasure."
What the fuck?
But what about your queen?
Sinead.
Yes, Sinead, stay here with me. With this treasure, we can return as the king and queen of the forest country.
He's truly delusional.
Together we will rule this land.
Dor, you wait for me here while I finish up what we've got to do. And I'll come back for you.
Okay.
Nimue leans into him. You need some snacks while you're here.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
what do you
hold on.
have?
And she reaches in her pouch and she hands him a couple of the mushrooms she took from the crone's house. This should fill you up, Dor. I hope you have a nice time with your treasure mountain.
Thank you. These look very delicious.
Yes, there's nothing strange about them at all.
You
She
should eat
looks
them.
to Sinead.
You should eat them right now, actually.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll wait.
He takes a bite of one. These taste very earthy.
Earthy
Well-
is good. It's healthy.
I'll be waiting for you here, my queen. Together we will rule the land with all this treasure.
Mhm.
Right. You certainly will, Dor. You just go ahead and wait right here, I suppose. Or actually, perhaps you go back down and then you guard the treasure.
Yeah, I'll go grab the treasure.
Yeah, you just guard there and you just stay there and I'll be back.
Wait to eat the rest of those mushrooms until you get down there, because no swimming on a full stomach, sir.
Yep. And maybe wait 30 minutes to an hour to see how you feel first, and then eat some more.
Or just eat them all.
At once.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do you think you'll be back? I'll be
How about-
waiting here for you.
Half-hour tops.
I could wait.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we're gonna go now. Bye.
All right.
As they're walking away, Nimue gonna turn to Sinead. What do you think a goblin will see when he begins to hallucinate?
I don't know.
I almost want to go back for him afterwards so we could see. You know, I have more of those. I didn't give him all of them.
Like, it's a science situation. If we just do it for science, then it's ethical.
Exactly.
Did you know that you can do pretty much anything, as long as you tell people that it's for science? Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well,
I definitely did not just make that up just now. Mm-hmm.
I believe you.
Being a priestess of Kalimfor makes me quite the scholar. That's like a whole scholarly thing aspect to it, right? So,
I believe it.
and you and your powers sort of makes you a scholar. So I think that together we're scholars as well. We could probably open up a whole, like, college and charge people a tuition
This is brilliant.
for science.
You know, I managed to take quite a bit of that treasure in there. We're rich, Sinead.
How rich is rich?
I would imagine we're pretty rich. I can't count too incredibly well. But if we put our minds together and we counted everything together, I would imagine we would come out quite on top. You know, I almost have 1,000 gold without the treasure already.
I think that we might be on the road to multimillionairehood.
I think so.
Capital. It's capital
That's
that you've gotten.
capital.
We'll put the capital into our businesses.
Mm.
The Sinead and Nimue, or Nimue and Sinead Child Rescue Services.
Yeah. And
Billy
Billy Bonkas,
Bonkas.
Sweet Balls.
Sweet balls, yep.
Mhm.
Mhm. And the pearl thing, I don't know if that was a business, but we just like doing it.
Yeah, it's just like we could buy another pearl, and then
Then we
we
could-
could have our pearls together at the same time.
We can have the mouthfeel together.
Yeah, that sounds like something else. It's fine. Don't think too
Great.
hard on it.
No.
And the school, of
And
course.
the school
Yes.
of science. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we should probably go
Yeah.
see Lady Asmora now.
Yeah, we should probably go do
Yeah,
that.
we
Go
should
ahead and
do that.
Yep. Mhm.
All
Anyway,
right. So you guys go to the shore, where you find Zara once again, waiting impatiently. Well, do you have it?
We do. I don't want to show it to you, though.
We must hurry to Evening Star and present this to Lady Asmura.
Yeah, we
With
were just
the-
talking about that. That's so funny. You should say that.
yeah, they're actually going to do that now.
With the Soul Render's amulet, she will lock him in his jar forever.
Well, he's got company in there now, so he'll be fine.
Enrichment in his enclosure.
His enclosure.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So the witch was kind enough to leave a trail back to your carts, so you're not lost in the marshes.
That's very nice of her.
So everybody except for Dor, of course, because you left him. You get inside your carts.
I'm sure Dor's having a great time by now. Dor probably thinks Sinead already came back. He's making out with a sword down there.
Yeah. Sinead left little Sinead with him.
Oh no, that's horrifying.
Thomas will ask Sinead. Wasn't too dangerous down there, was it?
No, not for me. A priestess of Kalimfor, very brave and mighty and powerful.
I can see that. You are a Doom Guide after all.
That I am. That's not even a lie. That's actually the truth. I am a Doom Guide who's very brave.
I imagine Nimue turns around and, like, squints at him. Sorry that you were too scared to join us.
Well, he's just in training. It's all right. Don't worry about it, Thomas. It's fine.
He turns back around.
I wouldn't expect you to come along on such dangerous journeys such as this.
Is
I
she
just-
always that mean?
Nimue? Nimwe's never mean. What do you mean? I don't think Nimue is the ability to be mean.
Never mind.
Okay.
Are you always so presumptuous, Thomas?
Yeah. Don't be presumptuous, Thomas.
It's
Nimwe's
rude.
very, very sweet. She's my best friend, you know.
Yeah. Remember that, Thomas.
Welcome to the family, Thomas.
Well, we should get going then. Where are we going, anyways? That was Thomas.
Oh.
Evening Star. To see Lady Asmora.
Oh, I've never had the chance to travel to Evening Star before.
Well, we have a lot of studying to do about Kalimfor along the way, so get to cracking.
He sits in the back and pulls out his scripture, I guess.
Mhm.
All right, so you'll pile in the cart.
Yep.
Okay, and you head over to Evening Star.
Mhm.
Along the way, of course, you have to sleep during that time, and at one of the nights, you find that in the morning, Zara has disappeared.
Where the fuck did she go?
I don't know, but she was quite rude.
Still have the jar.
Yeah, do we sell the jar?
I
Yes,
checked
you
my
still have the
bag.
jar. Yeah, you do.
We didn't have door to watch her.
Where would she go, though?
Not sure. Did anyone see anything? Wonderful.
Strange.
She was most unpleasant.
Quite rude, honestly.
Right? After we did the job, we swam down there, we did all the work, and we come back up to her scowling face.
Nagging at us, really.
Nagging.
Truly. Nagging.
Ugh.
Unkind. Some people just really don't have any manners these days, I tell you.
All right, so eventually you arrive at Evening Star. You travel up along the road towards the keep, and you're let in by the guards. They recognize you. And sitting on the throne there is Lady Asmura. She's hanging out, I guess, whatever ladies do in their spare time.
Vibing.
Vibing, yep.
Well, I think Sinead would look to Nimue and sort of give her the nudge with the elbow. The jar. Should we show her the jar?
Yes, would you like to walk up with me?
Oh, do you want to hold hands while we do it?
Always.
And Sinead will take your hand.
Nimue's holding the jar in her free hand.
And Krigga and Mars, do you walk up with them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you approach Lady Asmura there, and she says, "My, it's been so long since we saw each other. What the pleasure."
Well, we dealt with Zara, and
Oh,
she We fixed her, I think. Weird things happened. We met a goblin named Dor, who we then kept. And then left, coincidentally. And anyway, so we have the jar here.
Jar of what?
Thalgor.
Algor's in that jar.
Mm-hmm.
With friends.
Friends.
Nimue gives it a good shake and passes it over. He likes it when you do that. It's like a roller coaster ride for him, whatever that is.
That sounds exhilarating, honestly.
I never thought I would see the day that Thalgor was defeated. Not once again, at least.
Well, me being a Doom Guide, that helps certainly. I'm a Doom Guide now. I did become that, so that's very exciting.
She did. She's quite important now.
Yes, very important to the Church of Kalimvar.
All right, so you see her take off. So you gave her the Soul Render's amulet, right? She takes that off of her on her neck, and she places it on top of the jar lid. And there's a sort of like a glowish ring that wraps around the lid, and it seals it there. Thanks to you, all of Cormyr has been saved. I cannot offer much, being a lady myself, but I will grant you the titles of ladies and sirs, and free housing of your choice in Evening Star.
Possibly, spread the word to Candlekeep. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but we have been banned from there. We didn't do anything wrong.
No.
They're quite a stuck-up lot over there.
Truly.
But, my friend Sinead here is a great researcher, and we plan on opening a school of science. And it would be nice to have access to their library at some point.
I will get in contact with my Candlekeep friends and see if there's something we can do.
I think because we saved all of Cormyr, that should be enough, but, it is Candlekeep.
Bit stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're stupid there in Candlekeep, and I don't think that they know anything about science at all, and I know quite a bit about science. And Kalimvar.
Mm-hmm. She's an excellent artist.
I am. And writer.
Yes, I've read her works.
It's riveting. We're truly. I would give you a copy, but
we have to print them first.
they're not for free.
Yeah.
Well, we do have printing presses here if you wish to have those printed.
Look at that. That's brilliant.
That's a certain. Well, Lady Asmar, there's some other things that maybe we could talk about. Perhaps something about you signing off on some business licenses. Several of them, actually. We have quite a few ideas.
As ladies of Evening Star, those are not required.
Oh.
As long as the business is performed while inside Evening Star.
Do you smell that, Sinead? It smells like money.
It smells like money. We're going to be filthy rich.
Filthy.
So, just so you know, we will be providing a child rescue service.
Yes. We're very skilled in that.
Mhm.
You should ask the children from what was that place?
Not the gargoyle.
Yeah,
Gilgamesh. I don't remember the town. I'm going to be honest.
Gilgamesh.
There was a G.
It was Weymouth.
Weymouth.
Weymouth. Yes, we did them a great service.
Yep. We also have the ability to help bird people.
Bird people. You mean Aarakocra?
Those guys.
That one. That's it. We help them, so we can maybe start an Aarakocra sanctuary.
I don't believe Aarakocras live around here.
Well, we could possibly find one.
A sanctuary for a race of people. We're truly ambassadors of kindness.
We're benevolence incarnate.
Yep.
And also our Billy Bunka's sweet ball.
Billy Bonka's Sweet Balls. That's our candy company for all the children we rescue.
It's really making money hand over fist, truly.
Yes. And then we'll send them all to our school, fill them full of sweets, and send them all to our school of science.
Our science. Nimue? Science school. School for science.
We've got big plans. We're modern women.
We are modern women.
We are.
Didn't you two already create a goblin sanctuary too, out in the marsh?
We did, in fact.
It also doubles as a research facility on the effects of hallucinogenic mushrooms on goblins.
Yes.
Well, these are quite interesting business adventures.
Yeah, have you ever given mushrooms to a goblin before?
I can't say I have.
Well, we're going to be the first in this field.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
Truly.
Really.
Well, as for this jar, we'll hold on to it. It'll be safe here in Evening Star.
Are you sure?
Yes, we will have it locked away in the vault.
Was it safe here before?
Well, this no, that was Suzail. Suzail, that's where it was lost.
Yes. Okay, all
here
right.
it is perfectly safe.
Well, I'm going to just tell you this to just, just be careful, because on our way here, Zara flew the coop. Have no idea where she went. She might be looking for the jar to do some more nefarious shit.
Yeah, I don't know why she just left.
I feel like maybe she should be like a kill on sight.
Perhaps we should have killed her.
Oh, she was a bitch.
Just for the fact of being a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Can you put someone in jail for being a bitch?
As ladies, can we do that?
Yes.
It would depend on the circumstance, but in these circumstances, it appeared that it would be justified.
I think we could find a circumstance that would be justified.
I'm pretty sure we could justify it.
And we're ladies now, so.
Yeah. And we're not bitches.
And not bitches. Damn it.
I think we're not supposed to curse since we're ladies now.
I don't think I was supposed to curse at all, considering I'm a priestess.
And a doom guide.
And a doom guide. There's sort of like a way about that.
Oh. Yes.
Although I don't remember reading anything in the scripture specifically saying I'm not supposed to curse, just not cursing Colin for his name, and I don't do that.
No, we only have the nicest things to say about Kellenport.
Have you been reading the fanfiction?
Maybe. Lots of words like stiff and throbbing. I think those are nice adjectives for a man of his age.
And stature.
Stature.
Mars, are you all right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it together, Mars. Don't
Yeah,
See him
embarrass us.
readjust it.
We're
See
ladies
him
and
readjust his
sirs.
mask.
We're ladies. We're business women, damn it.
He'll stand up straight.
We're modern ladies of business, and you gentlemen are now sirs, and you have to act like it.
Anyway, so the whole Zara situation is a bit precarious, so
Yeah,
good
so
luck
be
with
careful.
that, yeah, I suppose.
We will ensure that we look out for Zara. She is already on our wanted list, so we will find her for sure.
Good.
Now then,
Well-
if there's no other business, enjoy your new titles. And good day.
I think Sinead's gonna look at Nimue like... Insight check her, Duro.
Sure.
Because this definitely goes well for me every time.
She's being so kind to us, and we're like, oh, we don't trust this.
What's 18 plus 8? That's what I got.
26. She seems perfectly normal.
Unlike us.
Is this
Yeah.
in relation to us, or...
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to go ahead and use my channel divinity, Eyes of the Grave.
She is undead. I'm just kidding. No, she's not. You don't see any undead nearby.
Well, I believe we have a lot of work to get to now, Sinead. We have many businesses to speak of.
It feels like we were supposed to do something else. We forgot about Dor.
Did we forget about him, though?
Sort of.
We could send Thomas back for him.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
think- Thomas can run Billy Bunkas for us.
Sirs, would you be, so inclined to visit with us to Dor? She's looking at Mars and Krigga. I mean, unless you have something better to do. I don't know what that is.
I can go with for sure.
Fine with going.
Of course you're gonna come with me. Well, it's just... We are bond holy by Kellamvor and the drawbridge. Where else are you gonna go, Krigga?
Home and find somebody else to be the protector so I can retire.
What do you mean you're going to retire?
I
It
am
was
old.
quite sudden.
If I'm the one bound to the drawbridge, what does...
Do you know how long I have been the protector carrying the drawbridge?
But Krigga, you're not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to be... It's supposed to be you and I.
And it has been, and I have brought you out in the world and taught you. But being the protector is always passed on when one reaches the age where he feels he can no longer perform the task.
Of course you can perform the task. You've always been able to perform the task. And now that we're out on adventures and I'm out in the world, what does that mean for me?
Well, we shall see. I will not do it just yet, but it is on my mind.
We'll get it out of your mind. I'm not ready for that.
Let us go see this goblin sanctuary then.
Okay, so you'll hop on the cart once again and head down to Dragonmere. You speak with the witch again to gain access to the to the lair,
Mhm.
and you go out there on the water. You dive underneath, and emerge to the into the lair. But you jump on to the ground inside. You don't see door anywhere though.
Door,
Door.
where are you?
You hear muffled sounds coming from the piles of gold.
Mars, we go and root around in there.
Begin to walk over. Do I know where the sound's coming from?
Yeah, after some time, like pushing the gold around, you eventually find where he is, and you like wipe away the gold, and you find him. He was yelling out like, "Help me! Help me! I'm down here! Somebody help me!"
I'll pull him up by his ankle. I found
Oh,
him,
it's Mars!
and I'll set him down.
I've been stuck in there for 3 days.
Oh. Well, how did you get stuck in there, Door?
Well, I thought I was a worm and started digging around in the gold, and I got stuck.
Would you like some more mushrooms to eat? You must be starving.
Will it make me think I'm a worm again?
Who's to say?
Who's
Truly,
to say?
only one way to find out.
Well, I guess I'll try it. So he takes another bite out of it. My queen has returned. Have you taken up my offer of becoming king and queen of the forest country?
Door's shorter than Sinead, like significantly,
Yes.
right?
Like half your size.
Okay, Sinead's gonna kind of like crouch down to get to him eye level. Door, I hate to tell you this, and I hope you understand when I say this, but I cannot take your offer to be king and queen of the forest country.
His jaw just drop. What do you mean you can't be the queen?
Because I am a doom guide, Door. I have to do the work of Kalimvor.
Who's
What?
Kalimvor?
That's Sinead's king.
That's my king, is Kalimvor, my celestial holy king.
Mhm.
How about this, though, Door? What if I send you back to Skull Crag? And Krigga, your favorite person in the world besides me, Krigga, will look after you during his retirement. And she's gonna slowly look back at Krigga. You wanted to retire, right?
Well, I'm not going to retire there. They said that we could have any housing we wished in Evening Star. I'm retiring
Well-
there.
Okay, well, why don't you go back to Evening Star with Krigga and you can hang out with him?
You know, Dor, the ladies here are going to be starting many businesses. They're going to need security for them. I'm sure they'll have a position for you in one of their mini enterprises.
I'm an expert in
I
door
know.
security.
I know you are, and that's exactly what they need. Craig is just going to cock his head over at Sinead and look at her.
Well, somebody wants to retire, and I think that's stupid. But that's fine. Dor is at least willing to stick things out and be a part of my life when he's old, and even though he's not all that old and all in the grand scheme of things, and doesn't want to retire anytime soon.
Well, I tell you what we'll do. When we get back to town, we will spend some time and commune with the drawbridge and see what he says. And if it is not my time, I will put the question to rest.
I think Sinead would sort of like give you a long, hard look. Do you want to retire, Krigga? Do you want to be done?
No. I want to do this forever, but I cannot last forever. And the drawbridge must be protected.
I think I have an idea of who I wouldn't mind you passing the drawbridge on to.
Oh no. You said you always wanted grandchildren, Krigga. Anyway. Pipes up from behind Sinead.
I did say that.
Hmm.
And
Dora could be your first one.
Just saying, maybe you could train him into being a great fighter like yourself, and then you can train him to be the protector, and then he and I will travel around together and do the workings of and teachings of Kalimdor. I'm just saying that it's just a thing, it's a thought.
If he survives the training, that could be
Sounds like a threat, Sinead.
a solution.
You can't kill him, Krigga.
I wouldn't intentionally. Training to be a protector is oftentimes quite violent.
Okay, fine. I think he could survive it. Plus, you don't even really need to know that I would be casting Mass Healing Word. It's fine. You don't even need to know that.
What was that? What did you just say?
I'm hallucinating.
Mm-hmm.
I believe little Krigga could also train Dor.
That's what we'll do. I'll train your boyfriend, and little Krigga will train Dor. That's
Great.
an excellent idea, Mars.
I'm going to stay in Evening Star and do what they call holding down the fort.
I've got more teachings to do.
I've got to run our businesses and then make sure we become multimillionaires.
Multi-millionaires!
So you can have a harem of boyfriends on the beach.
Don't say that too loud in front of Thomas. He needs to be eased into it.
Sorry, Thomas. Earmuffs.
I don't know what's going on.
It's okay, Thomas.
Me either.
Well, Dora will say, now then, shall we get going?
I think we
word for
should.
you. It's a big word for you.
Indeed.
Dor. I'm feeling alright.
Don't use all your logic at once, you'll run out.
He's going to lean over to Mars and say, you know, Mars, I can't be the king of the forest country, but I could be the king of the door of Sinead and Nimway's enterprises.
That you can.
Mars, I think we could find you some work within our enterprises.
Will there be ale involved?
Always. Plus, I'll need someone's bed to sleep at the end of it. That's the only way I feel comfortable at night.
It sounds like a deal to me.
Wonderful. I think Merlin would be sad if you left anyways.
Oh, Mars will hold out his, arm, trying to get Merlin to come over.
I imagine Merlin's still up top. I don't think Merlin can swim.
No.
Oh yeah, we're down there.
Yeah, you're down on the water.
What are you doing, Mars?
Stop doing that. That's weird.
It's weird. He's not coming to you. He can't swim. He's a bird, Mars. You know that, right? You know birds can't swim, Mars.
And they definitely can't eat on their own. On their own
They
accord.
certainly can't eat on their own.
You have to feed them.
Mhm.
And tell God that you're feeding them.
Even though Mars is wearing a mask, you can tell that he's making faces like, I do probably look stupid doing this. And then I'll slowly put my arm down.
It's okay, Mars. We didn't bring you along for your intelligence. It's fine.
I'll hide behind.
That's me and Sinead's job, to come up with all the good ideas.
We're the brains of the operation.
Yes, you're the executor.
Yes.
Yes.
And the bird feeder.
And the bird feeder.
So God doesn't get mad and kill your bird.
So God doesn't smite my bird.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure he's a shadow being and not actually a bird, and he doesn't need to eat, but that's besides the point.
Yes. However, sometimes God just is spiteful and kills things that you love. So
This is true.
it rips things away from you.
So should we all go home? The Evening Star, new home.
I
Yes,
suppose.
please.
Well, you'll all go to Evening Star. I'll return back to Skull Crag. That's where I'm needed most, I believe.
How soon will I see you again, Sinead?
Well, I don't know. I'll come and visit as often as I can.
And I'm to run all these businesses on my own. This was a partnership.
We'll come down every week,
Okay.
and then we'll drink wine together
Oh,
over our business ventures.
Sinead, I have a question.
Yes?
Is it possible that Evening Star could use a temple of Kalimvor and you could make that your permanent base? And then visit Skull Crag as needed?
Krigga, you are incredibly smart. Where have you been hiding all of these good ideas this whole time?
It's hard to get words in when you two blather all the time.
You know, I normally would be insulted by that, but I feel that I understand.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
I suppose, as a lady now of Evening Star and a priestess of Kalimvor, I would be well within my right to build and establish a temple of Kalimvor.
They would be spreading the word.
I feel like that is what Kalimvor wants to. Well, Kalimvor just wants to maintain balance and, like, make sure people don't go to the wrong god. But there is a necessity. People die all the time, and I'm there to help. It's the only thing that is guaranteed in this life is death and taxes.
And it's a church. You know what churches bring in?
People.
Money.
Money.
More money.
But the money for the church goes to the church, so.
Right, exactly.
But I'll send them to our businesses as well.
We love it.
I like this idea quite a bit.
So we can all go back to Evening Star, which is now our home together, yes?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you, Krigga. I would have hated to lose my best friend.
I
would
would
have
hate it for her to lose you as well. You seem close.
That
Did you
is
just
so
say
nice.
something nice to me, Krigga?
No, shall we go?
Onward!
Nimue just like stares up to you with like hope in her eyes.
In her black beady eyes.
It's okay, Krigga. You don't have to say that you said something nice to me out loud, but I know that you did.
Greg is just gonna grunt and leave.
All right, so you all head back up to dry land and head over to Evening Star, where you live out your lives.
About
Yay.
your lives. They don't even have like a celebration for us, those fucking ungrateful bastards.
Bastards! No feast!
It was sort of short notice, so you kind of brought it up. So,
No feast?
let's say they do have one for you.
Yeah!
Party!
Party!
Sinead and Nimue get wasted. White girl wasted.
White girl wasted!
On White Claws.
What's the high fantasy medieval version of a White Claw?
Yeah.
Seltzer mead.
Yes.
Probably some gross ass booze with actual claws in it.
More likely, yes.
Delicious.
All right, that's the end.
Yay!
We
Good
did
work,
it.
girl.
Good job, everybody!
We did it. I think
Cormyr.
that this would be a great time to go around the table. And maybe tell us where you think your character is in like 10 years. I think that would be kind of fun. What do you see your character doing?
Oh yeah, I like that.
let's start with Krigga.
Sure. Yeah, so Krigga probably holds onto the drawbridge for probably most of that 10 years while he's training the numbskull, that's going to replace him and be his, father to his grandchildren, apparently. And he'll probably be just 1 or 2 years freshly retired and spending a lot of time at the bar. And then when he's not at the bar with the grandkids, if there are any grandkids yet, I assume there's probably at least 5 already. So yeah, that's probably a fair assessment.
Those grandkids from the harem.
Mm-hmm.
Where would Mars be 10 years from now?
Ooh. He'd probably be hopping back and forth if you guys needed help at a lot of your businesses. He would probably also want to start, or if not start, his own like tavern type place, probably buy the tavern that's in town and kind of run that and help.
Yeah,
you
Krigga
with
wants to
your
hang out
stuff.
there. That's where Krigga wants to hang out, is with you at a tavern if you own it.
Yeah, you get free.
Yeah.
Where's Sinead in 10 years?
Boy, do I have a plot twist for all of you.
Oh boy.
No.
ASMR can't reproduce. So I think Sinead would have done some adventuring around, either on her own or with a group or with Nimue, away from the businesses. I think she would go out and spread not necessarily the word of Kalimvor, but the righteousness of killing necromancers. And probably would settle down by the end of that 10 years and would adopt, because I've got my D20 ready,
Not a girl.
15 children.
Yes! Yes!
15 children. With Thomas. And just, they all live at the temple, and there's just 15 ragtag kids adopted by this a smart human couple.
You basically just adopt all the kids you save.
Oh my god! Yeah. Basically, yeah. And I think that by the end of that 10 years, I think that she would still be up for more adventuring if it comes to her way, but she's just doing the holy works.
I love this.
Yeah, and hanging out with her best pal, Nimue, at Mars's bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope he names it Mars Bar.
I wasn't. I wrote something down,
Oh,
but
what is it?
What'd you write?
the Raven's Caw.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I feel like Merlin just lives there too. Like he's like the
Yeah, he gets free
mascot of
drinks,
your
too.
bar.
Yeah.
He gets
He's-
free bar peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like, yeah, I think that Nimue would be a really weird but fun aunt who would teach all of the children how to turn invisible.
And be sneaky little assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think every once in a while at the bar, Merlin would probably just raise his wing and look at Mars like, "You're a moron. You used to do this to me underwater once." Mock you while he's, cawing at you.
Yeah.
And while I'm like wiping the bar, I would just go like this too. I can see him out of the corner of my eye.
I love that.
I think Nimue would probably settle in Evening Star and work with Sinead to start her business and get all of that lined up. And then I think at some point she would take a pilgrimage back to the Shadowfell and back to the Raven Queen, and bring her the various trinkets she had taken from her adventures and journeys, the memories that people had given to her, and would have sought guidance from the Raven Queen in how to alleviate the curse of the Shadowfell. And I think many times through this decade, she would return to the Raven Queen as her and Sinead would go on little mini adventures and bring her back more trinkets and proof of her alliance that she will always keep with the Raven Queen. And I think she'll just slowly become even more the aunt spinster she already is. She's never gonna find love. Sinead's her best friend. She doesn't need love.
Yeah. Plus, Sinead writes custom fanfic for her.
All right. Awesome.
What about Door?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
did
what-
I wanna
Door
know.
do?
Oh,
Tell
boy.
us about Door.
With the money he's taken from the lair, the horde, he's going to become his own sort of mob boss.
No.
Bringing in all the ragtags, sort of like undesirable people like Door, but he's gonna have like this sort of ring of criminals and stupid goblins that he commands. It's gonna have
Is
like his fur coat, and he's gonna walk around with a cane, just hitting people with it.
Nice.
Is it
Do
going to
you
be
think
his
maybe-
children all grown up? Yes. With his wife.
Oh no, Nabella.
Oh, Nabella.
Do you think maybe at some point that strange beholder comes back and takes up a residence at the Raven's Caw
God,
Yeah,
I hope
he's-
so.
and begins
there-
organizing all these goblins?
Good.
He's there every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I love him.